Hey everyone, just setting up the live stream. I decided instead of doing a pre-recorded video for today, we would just do this live. I wanted to cut the soap that we made on Saturday, and I want to make another set of bath salt, but I want to do it differently and make a different fragrance. So, hi Stacy, how you doing? So glad you're here. We're just gonna do another bath salt. It's gonna be rose this time. And I'm going to do the colors differently. And then I'm also going to cut that soap. It's going to be probably a little bit shorter of a live stream. And I got that thing I needed to make the dinosaurs. So hopefully that will be done soon. Hi Tanya, how you doing? I'm doing great, Stacy. Thank you. All right, here is the soap cutter. I think I got the camera crooked, but that's okay. We'll just wait a couple of minutes in case we get any other people hopping on. I'm going to go ahead and open up the slicer here. Oh, somebody is trying to call me. I will call them back. Okay, so here is the soap. This is some of the overhang here that I'm just going to tidy that up. All right. You can see the texture on there, maybe, if the camera picks it up. And there are these really lovely dark swirls with the lighter and medium color swirls. And this soap will probably darken up a little bit over time. Yeah, yes, exactly. Somebody always calls. That's exactly what happens. But that's okay because it's better than them not calling. I'm going to just clean up this edge too. There we go. It's a little bit better. Okay, and I got to line this up. And we'll go ahead and slice this into ours. I'm just making sure that it's relatively even. Okay. And normally these bars I slice the next day, so I'm glad it was soft enough for me to wait one more day to do this. So here's how it looks on the inside. It looks pretty cool. And then there's the top with the lines going down, and then here's the other side. I'm really happy with how it turned out. It looks like we even got some glycerin rivers, which I really, really like those. It makes I don't know if the camera will focus on this, but it makes the surface look like marble. It's really pretty. So that's the middle bar, and then this is on the other side. And all those speckles that you see, the dark speckles, are the ground up walnut shell. And here's the other side. There's the top. And this is the last bar. And the other side of that. And there's the top. I really, really like the glycerin rivers. I'm glad we got those. I don't get them in every bar. Some of them, if you want the bar to look more simple, a lot of people don't want the glycerin rivers, but it's just an aesthetic thing. I think they look really neat. Yeah, it looks like pale wood. Yeah, I agree with that, Stacey. It looks really cool. All right, and then these are the little end pieces. And I'll be able to cut those up to make samples later. And be able to send those out. It smells good, too. If you like leather and musk, you'll probably like this a lot. It smells really, really nice. and it's a good like unisex scent because um, just because of what it is. So it's good for anybody to use if you're not looking to smell particularly feminine or masculine. Okay, so I will leave that soap off to the side here. I'm just reading the comments real quick. Yeah, Tanya, it does look like marble. I love the glycerin rivers. I mean, I would almost want them in every soap, but I know that not everybody likes them, so I try to do a little of each, some with and some without. Yeah, it does. It has the little let me turn it back around. The flying bird. It's the dove of peace coming to bring you clean hands. Okay. So what I'm doing with the bath salts, let me just bring these in. I'm going to do a rose scented one. So I've got rose petals and also the whole rose flowers in here. Mm. Sounds like my cat is losing a fight to a shoe in the background. Okay. So these are the bath salts I'm going to use. It's going to be, of course, the large pieces of salt and then the Dead Sea salt mixed together. Um, I'm just mixing this up. I didn't mix it before. I had already put the two salts in here, so I'm just mixing them together real quick. And then I got the fragrance in here as well as some jojoba oil. I'll put that there. And then I want to use the same pink, but we're going to use it differently. This is the amaranth pink from Nurture Soap, and I'll leave links in the description where you guys can get stuff from them. And I forgot to grab one of the colors. Let me go grab that. Oops, sorry. All right. Just take me a second here to decide. I want to use a sparkly like a white color. So I'm just going to grab that real quick. It was kind of the opposite of the other one where we had pink and then the lines of white. I want to do something different. Also, I had to get new jars because I was out of my old ones. And okay, those are not the sparkly white, so I'll get them from the other container. But yeah, I ran out of jars when we made the lavender, so I bought new jars. They did not have any of the pretty jars that I like with the diamond cut pattern. So I had to buy the regular like smooth sided jars. And they didn't have the large ones, they just had the smaller ones, which is fine. We will make it work. All right, here we go. Here's the white ones. Let's see. I think for this, we'll put in a little bit of glitter, also just a little bit. And this actually might be prettier. I'll do a combination of these two. Wait, let me just make sure I can use this one. Yes, okay, this one's safe to use. Okay, so we will use this one. I was going to use the silvery one like we used in the lavender, but I like this one. Is called Here Comes a Bride, and it has some kind of pinky tones to it, and I think that'll go well with the roses. Okay, sorry about that. You know how it is, you get all prepared and forget one thing. Just going to read comments real quick. SLSA is a foaming agent, so it'll make the bath salts kind of fuzzy. I've used powdered milk as well, but I usually make that like a special, like separate kind so that people who don't want the milk can have it with or without. Okay, so here's what I'm going to put in here. A little bit of this glitter. Just a little bit. It has pinky, purpley, and like green tones to it. It's similar to the one I used on my watermelon soap. And this one is called Here Comes the Bride. It doesn't look like anything in the pot, but you can kind of see on the side of the jar. It's got, if the camera picks it up, it's got kind of like a pink tone to it. So I'm going to go ahead and add some of this straight to the salts. And I haven't been able to use this in any of my soaps yet, but I'm going to. And this one is from Mad Micas. I have a couple of their colors. They have some good stuff. They have a lot of biodegradable glitter, which is usually what I get from them. And their glitters are different. So Nurture Soap has biodegradable glitters, and so does Mad Micas, but they have different kinds. And so I try to get a little of everything. Got a little bit more, but you can see how it's giving like little white, like sparkly flecks to the salt. Let's add a little bit more. I'm going to put, it's kind of like baking. I'm going to do all the dry ingredients first and then pour the oils in last. And you don't have to do it that way, but I'm trying to avoid any like large pockets of color so that it gets distributed more evenly. All right. You can see how it's, I don't know, like I say, I don't know what this camera picks up. This is not my usual camera, but it has like white, sparkly white, faceted, looking almost like diamonds or something. It's really pretty in person. Going to put this in just a second here. Yeah, a lot of people put the that SLSA. They'll put it in bath bombs also, as part of what gives the bath bombs their fizz. There we go. Okay, so I like this much. I think that this is giving enough of the salt that pretty white like effect on some of them, but it's not just completely dyed them all like solid white. I don't want these to be like plaster. I just want it to have like different shades of white in there to make it pretty. And we'll put some of this glitter in here. There we go. We don't need a whole lot, and this is biodegradable glitter, so we can definitely put this in here. And this should just add a little bit of like a magical sparkle to it. And I don't know if the camera will pick any of that up. It's very clear on this side. It looks very sparkly, but it's not like too much. It's not, like half glitter or anything. It's really, really, really pretty. All right. And then I should add the rose petals next. Yeah, it's very sparkly. I'm thinking I might want to get like a little tiny spatula thing for the pink. Let me just get it just in case. Oh, you know what I can use? This will be even better. Got my +1 fork of texture. We'll use that instead. Oh, good. I'm glad you guys can see it. I have a feeling that what I can see on my end is probably a lot different than what you can see because of my computer settings or something. Yeah. Okay. So we'll go ahead and add the flowers. This is on the bottom. There's like smaller pieces of like broken up pieces of petal. I get both because the smaller pieces are really nice to put on top of soap. And then these larger whole flowers that are much bigger. So we got like the whole blossoms, and then the whole blossoms also include the whole like flower bud, and then on the bottom there I got like the little pieces. I'm gonna go ahead and put all those in there. And the reason I did it this way is I wanted the white salt to have like pink flower petal speckles going through it. There we go. There we go. It's really pretty with the sparkles. It looks like, I don't know, like fairy bath or something. Very, very pretty. Okay, and then, okay, we got to put the oils in. So let's do that. So this is the jojoba oil and the rose oil. I'll put that in there. I'll just use the spatula to get it all out. Don't want to waste it. Hopefully that doesn't drip out the outside of the bottle. All right. And then I'll just mix this together. Oops. Losing the flower petals. There we go. Let's take a look here. Just reading your comments real quick. Yeah, Tanya, there's polysorbate 80 in the oils as well, and that helps the oils emulsify with the water so that the tub is less slippery. Of course, the tub will always be a little bit slippery, so you always want to be careful, but it helps. There we go. And then you asked me, about layering the pink. That's what I originally thought. Do like half pink and half white and layer it. But because of the petals, what I want to do is put a layer of pink mica in between the layers of white salt. And that way you get like a pink marbly vein going through it, kind of like we did with the white on the lavender ones. But my jars are shorter, and that's part of the reason I didn't want to do the pink and white layers, because they would end up being like half and half, because there's just so there's not as much height to these jars. My other jars are a lot taller, so I was able to do that. So yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and I'll show you what I mean. I'll make one here and you guys can see what I'm talking about. So I'm going to go ahead and put some of the salt in here. Maybe that much. So you can see it's kind of at an angle. I'm trying to do this in a way that the salt won't just all fall down. And then I'll get this color. And then, and this pink, I just chose it because it's body safe, so it's safe to use for this. Wait a second. We'll use this end of the fork, like a little scoop. Let's get a little bit out. I don't even know if we'll need it all, but we'll see. I will kind of put it down the side, sort of like we did with the white. So we've got like this very, I don't know, like a faint layer of pink. I'll put a little bit more on the one side where I didn't get enough. Right down there. And then I'll put some more salt in. And we'll see how this one looks. We can always dye the salt and do layers instead if we decide we like that better. But all right, so far we've got like this pink vein going through. I'll do another one. I probably should be using a spoon instead of a spatula for this. Okay, so you can kind of see, maybe I should put some more in there. Trying to make sure the mica doesn't all fall. Okay, so you can kind of see the pink lines going through. So you just have like this neat effect of the pink going through it um instead of just dyeing all the salt pink. Because I wanted this to look a little bit like simple elegance instead of solid color. But here we go. See, so you got some pink in there, but it's not taking over. It also makes it so that the sparkles show through a little bit better. Because if I put pink in here, that would probably mute down the sparkles a little bit, and you wouldn't see them until they were in the tub. I'm just going to read comments real quick. Yeah, Tanya, it was mixed in with the other oils. I just had it all pre-mixed in here so that you guys didn't have to wait for me to find everything. Yeah, I think this will be really neat looking. And then I'll try another one. We'll do another one, see how it turns out. Hopefully I'll be able to repeat the effect. So here's the next jar. Oh, in 1 second. Let me grab something. Here it is. Okay, I found my spoon. Let's use that. And I'm gonna spray out the jars. I like to spray them with rubbing alcohol. So let me do that. And the lids. These are clean, but sometimes no harm in being too safe. I think this should fill 6 of these jars. So I'll do a couple more. Okay. So go ahead and move these out of the way. Hopefully I will spill less with the spoon. Okay, so go ahead and put some in. Yeah, that's much better. All right. Making sure that this stays in frame. Sorry about that. Move this out of the way. Okay, got some of the pink. And then some more salt. Then we'll tilt it this way. There we go. There we go. Put this lid on. There we go. And that's how this one looks. So they'll all look different, of course, but that one. Just reading your comment here real quick. Yeah, like wild rice. I really like wild rice. Even when I was little, I used to want to buy it because I thought it looked so fun and pretty. It's kind of like that multicolored corn that you can get. That's like all different colors, like the corn on the cob. Looks really, really cool. You don't have any clue what it tastes like or if it's even edible, but it looks pretty, so you want it. I'm gonna sprinkle some of these in here. And then some more salt. So how was everybody's weekend? You guys get to do anything interesting for the holidays? There's that one finished. Some snow, how nice. Snow is so pretty. I'm definitely a big fan of the snow. Seems like everything gets quieter and just calmer, and I don't know how to describe it, but whenever it snows, it just seems like life is a little happier for some reason. Okay, so there's that layer. We get some more of this. And I'll put this here. Okay, I'll put this last layer on here. Just going to read your comments again real fast. It all melted. Oh yeah, when it snows sideways, it's really cool when it like if there's lights on, like car lights or street lights or something, and you can see the snow going sideways, and that looks so much fun. How warm does it get this time of year, Tanya? All right, so here's this one. Like, what's your hottest month down there? I think our hottest months up here are supposed to be July and August. All right, there's that one. This one's kind of neat. On the bottom one here, the pink is kind of coming down almost. Looks cool. Just reading what you're saying here. January is your hottest month. Oh boy, so you have it bad. Well, I guess to me it's bad, but you have hot weather coming still. I know some people really prefer the heat though, so I think good and bad weather is totally relative, unless you're talking about like natural disasters or something. Do you guys get a lot of humidity in Tasmania too, or is it like a drier heat? Just reading the comments again. Oh wow, Stacy, that's a lot of jumping around in temperature. Oh, a drier heat. Yeah, a lot of people say that the dry heat really helps because it's not as like muggy and suffocating. So that makes sense. And it makes sense that it would help your arthritis too. I know a lot of people who have moved to some of the like warmer, drier states even for their health. So it totally makes sense. I'm gonna get the rest of this out with the spatula. I've never really noticed any difference in my arthritis with the weather, but my I guess my mood, you could say, generally improves when it gets cooler out. Um, I'm not sure why, but I definitely prefer the cold if I'm given the choice. But there's people in my family and stuff who prefer the heat, so I know it's like I said, it's whoops. Um, good weather is typically pretty relative, and it also depends on individual certain situations like health and whatnot too. So here's that one. That one's kind of cool. I like how they're all different. And I just got a little bit left here. Should try like last time, put some water in a bowl and check it out. Yeah, I've never noticed here anyway, any like real patterns in the weather. And that's completely fine by me. Since I don't work outside, maybe that's why I don't notice it as much, but um, I'm sure there's people who have to work outside that curse the snow, but oh yeah, Tanya, I've heard of that. A lot of times people say their joints ache and stuff when the weather changes, and I guess that could be a blessing and a curse. You'll know when to take cover, but you also have to deal with the pain, so that's not good. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to put some water in this so we can see if the camera will pick up the sparkles. Be right back. All right, I've got some warm water here. Yeah, the atmospheric pressure, that makes complete sense. I completely believe that. I know a lot of people who have said, not that they blame the atmospheric pressure, but they've said that they have certain health issues and they can feel the weather changing. And yeah, it's completely true. It's pretty interesting. All right, I'm going to go ahead. This has, okay. I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit in here and we'll see how it looks. Let's put that in there. And so, of course, you got the flower petals. We'll stir this in. Try and get the salts to dissolve. It's not very much water, so it's going to take a little longer to dissolve, but we can at least see the pretty color effect, and hopefully this will pick up the sparkles. Let me see. See, I can see it. The water, so that white, that sparkly iridescent white that I put in is giving this like really pretty swirls. And there is some sparkles from the glitter. Yeah, I can definitely see. I can see the glitter sparkles. Let me see if I can get this camera to pick it up. Let me know if you see it. I can see it in person, but I'm not sure that's coming across on screen. Let me try my flashlight. Oh wait, that is not a flashlight. Hold on a second. Here's my flashlight. Okay. Can you guys see the sparkles at all? On this side, it's so pretty. Let me try this again. Can you guys see that? Sometimes, yeah. Hi, Becky. Welcome. Yeah, the petals. I always forget this, but the petals are cool because they start to absorb the water a little bit and then they kind of rehydrate like this. And then they become these little light, delicate petals again. Yeah, in person, that white mica leaves this really pretty, shimmery swirl. It's really, really delicate. And then the glitter in there too is really, really pretty. Also, the smell is really good. When I was little, I got some perfume from it came in with a toy, and the perfume smelled so good, and I had no idea what it was. And then many years later, when I got this, I realized it smells like rose oil. So that's what it was. The things that you remember from childhood, these random things, and then you find out what they are way way later in life. It's kind of funny. Okay, I'm gonna use a larger size of this to stir it. There we go. What I should do is put this up on top of something. Here we go. See if the camera has a better chance at picking that up. Becky, it depends. Do you mean like how long will it stay good in the container? Because if you're talking about inside the container, as long as no water gets in, um, probably months. You know, I mean, I have bath salts that I've had for a year and they were still good. Um, I mean, it all depends on a lot of factors. Like if any humidity gets in, if you store this in your bathroom, humidity will get in, and that will damage it. Just like anything else. That's why I recommend saving things like soaps and bath bombs, bath salts, everything like that. Store it someplace dry, like in your linen closet. It'll last a lot longer. Anywhere dark where the sunlight can't get in, it's going to last longer. If you can protect it from extreme temperatures, like if you live somewhere where it gets really really hot in the summer, keeping it somewhere air conditioned will help. um, it'll last a really long time. Yeah, out of direct sunlight, like Tanya said. Yeah, exactly. Because these are glass jars, so the sunlight shining in will heat up whatever is in here like an oven, and it'll make it way hotter. So as long as you keep it away from windows, probably the best place really is a linen closet, especially if you have an air conditioned home. Because air conditioning will also make the air in your home drier, which is good. Yeah, that shouldn't have gone bad in that short amount of time. So it depends. Everybody makes their bath salts differently. I make mine with just salt and then various oils. So this one has like jojoba oil in it. It's got the rose oil and it's got polysorbate 80, so it won't make the tub as slippery. Um, I have heard of other companies who actually, instead of using the oils, they'll use the fragrance, but then like an oil, like lavender oil or whatever. But then they'll use water to kind of mix everything together. And I don't like that method because it makes the salts really really wet, and it can cause them to go bad faster. Because typically when you have like an oil based product, what causes it to spoil is water getting in and then bacteria growing. If it's just oils and no water, it'll last a lot longer. But the problem with salt is it tends to like draw in moisture from the air. So even though I don't add any water to this at all, there's no way to guarantee that there's no water in it just from the atmosphere. So the salts don't last forever, but you should be able to get them to last more than 2 months. Yeah, Becky, it should still be fine. Why did you think it says that you said that you don't think it's any good? Why do you think that? Like, does it smell funny, or does it like is it growing like fuzz or something? Yeah, let me know, because I mean they could be bad, but just for the amount of time they wouldn't be bad in 2 months, typically. And you can read the ingredients if they've listed them and see if there's anything in there that can go bad. Like if they used any kind of fresh ingredients, like fresh flowers, um, anything like that. Not. Oh, okay. What did you make it with when you made it? What ingredients did you use? Okay. Did you put it in a glass jar or plastic or in something else? Glass. Yeah. I don't see any reason for it to be bad, unless you had it sitting on the windowsill or something. Um, I don't see why that would go bad. Try mixing a little bit in like the sink or something and see if it smells okay. I mean, if you don't think it's safe, sometimes it's better to be safe than sorry. But um, as long as you didn't put anything, like if you didn't put any water in there or anything, it should be fine. Yeah, no water. It's probably okay. And as long as like the oils you use were relatively fresh and you know, I'll go ahead and take this down before I forget that it's there and knock it over, because I will definitely do that by accident. Oh no, this rose smells so good though. There are some rose fragrances that smell kind of funny, but this one smells. I mean, this is exactly what you would think of a rose when you smell it. It smells so good. Did you say it was pink salt? Do you mean like the Himalayan pink salt? Yeah, I don't see why that would be bad. I was thinking maybe if it was like canning salt or something by mistake, because that's also pink. But if it was a Himalayan pink salt, it should be totally fine. That's really bizarre. Sometimes when the salts sit around for a while, the fragrances like change a little bit, but not in like a bad way. They just kind of meld together. If you have like a blend, they'll kind of like marinate together and change, but not shouldn't be in a negative way at all. Also, for some reason, YouTube defaults me to this top chat thing instead of showing me everybody's messages. So if you ask me something, I'm going to change this to live chat. If you guys ask me something and I didn't reply, let me know, because it likes to filter the messages and I don't have a way of changing the default. So sometimes I forget to update it. Oh, also, if any of you guys have a channel or anything, I like to do what Felicia does from the Crafting Nook and just ask you guys to either link your channel in here or leave a heart so that people can find you. I think it's fun to support each other. So definitely do that. Even in the future, if you later on you come back, you can leave it in the comments if you're watching this on replay. So real quick, I'll just show you again what I used in case you guys want to make these. This is the Amaranth Pink Mica from Nurture Soap that we use for the layer in between the layers. And then I used a little bit of Mad Mica's Mermaid Trails, which is a biodegradable glitter. And where'd the other one go? Here it is. This one also by Mad Mica's. It's called Here Comes the Bride. It's a super, super fine mica, and it leaves the prettiest white wispy swirls in the water. It's so pretty. And then the fragrance, you can get rose fragrance from Nurture Soap as well, or from anywhere that makes the rose fragrance. And the jojoba oil as well. You can get all that on Amazon. I don't have any links for it though. I guess I should get some and put them down there. All right. Do you guys have any last minute questions before I go? Oh, Becky, did you see the cut of the soap that we made on Saturday? Did you get to see the cut? I don't know if you were here from the beginning. Okay, let me show you. So here's the soap cut. So this was the grit soap. It's made with pumice and ground up walnut shell and some kale and clay. Oh, football, awesome. But we swirled it. It's scented with lavender, or sorry, leather and musk, and it has like a unisex fragrance. It's really really good, and it's got a lot of scrubbing in it. So, if you've been out like working in the garden and you want to get the dirt off your hands, this is a really good soap for it. But this is how the swirls came out. So this is the first one, and then this is the second one, and then here is the third one. I think Stacy pointed out that it looks like there's a bird flying in that one. Yeah, Tanya, definitely. You guys can list your Instagram or wherever you guys post photos of your stuff for sure. The leather and musk is a blend I make myself. I wasn't able to find just leather and musk already blended, so I make it myself. But it does smell really good. I'll be cutting up these end pieces as samples. And these won't be available. These won't be ready until because they have to cure, but so they won't be ready until February 1st. So I'll probably post them on the website then. But if you want a sample, I have samples on the website on my Etsy page, which is cabbagepatchsoap.com. Um, if you order a sample and let me know you want the leather and musk, if I have one left, I will send you that. Yeah, Stacy, that's totally fine. Yeah, put your Instagram up for sure. I don't know if YouTube lets you leave links, but if you want, you can leave links in the comments as well. Yeah, for sure. I'll set one aside once I cut them up and get them packaged. But they're really super, super scrubby. Oh no, for sure. I mean, I have nothing against sharing the info. I think it's good because, we might as well help each other out. And um, how else are we gonna how else are we gonna grow? Yeah, and Tanya, I've seen Tanya's Instagram. She has some cool stuff on there too. She does a lot of stuff that I am not brave enough to try. It was really great of you guys to come out and hang out with me on this live. This was a lot of fun. I think I'm going to try making some more videos other than just soap so that we can try different things. I'm considering making soaps live instead of doing them pre-recorded, but I haven't decided yet. The main thing is that I would have to make everything like 2 months ahead, so I would have 1 month where I had both lives and pre-recorded videos going. But we'll see. What else do I make? I primarily right now I just make the soap, make the bath salts that I've started making with you guys. I've made body butter that was really popular here for a while when I was doing like craft fairs. I've made like spray on body like fragrances. I make the roll on perfumes, the roll on scented oils. Those are nice. I like those better than the spray ons because I felt they lasted longer. They didn't go bad as fast, and also you can put them in your purse or your pocket or whatever and carry them around. You can't really do that with a spray on. So I started making those. They're also lighter and easier to ship, and they don't leak as much. With the spray-ons, you risk, them exploding and leaking in the mail. And I have made other things like bath bombs before, but I'm not very good at bath bombs. So I just kind of, you know, can't be good at everything. So I went on to other stuff. And occasionally, I'll make shower steamers. I do like those. Those always turn out better for me than the bath bombs for some reason. Oh, don't be scared to start. Just jump in. I think it was I don't know, it was a quote from some cartoon from a long time ago. The Magic School Bus. The teacher had some quote about making mistakes and getting dirty and learn along the way. I mean, you can't if I don't know. There's a lot of things where it's always scary, and when you first start, you're always afraid of making a mistake or something. But it's not the end of the world if something goes wrong. You just start again. Is it like a manual bath bomb press? Like did it look like the hydraulic ones? Because I didn't know they made manual ones of the same. Um, like I thought the manual was just like you took the two halves and squished it together. Is there like an actual press that you can get that's manual? Oh, that's kind of neat. I didn't know they made manual ones. That's pretty cool. Yeah, one of the reasons I don't make bath bombs is it takes so much like strength to push them together. It just hurts my hands. I can make like a handful of them and then I'm in too much pain. I have to stop. So yeah, a press would probably be the way to go for sure. But just the idea of making them, even with the presses, like I've seen the hydraulic presses, and even those only make, I guess, unless you got a different kind. But it looks like they make bath bombs one at a time, and that just seems like it would take so long. Because when I made them, it took all night, and I'd end up with like four or five that survived the creation process. So, like I said, I decided that they were cool when they worked, but if they didn't, I ended up with a lot of waste, and I just kind of decided that was not where my talents lie. So I moved on. But I like all the neat things that people do with bath bombs. I've seen some that have like icing on them and people embed toys in them and stuff, and that's really cool. I wish I could do it, but maybe that will be a venture for the future. I can get a press or something and see if I have any better luck. Yeah, Becky, give it a try and let us know. If you have Instagram or something, post pictures because you can put if you want to make it for your grandsons, you can put like little toy dinosaurs and stuff inside of them. It's really fun. It's really cool what you can make with the bath bombs. I like to see other people succeeding with those because I was not so successful. So it's kind of cool to see what all the creations that other people make. I like to see all that creativity. Oh, how cute, Tanya! Post some pictures of that when you're done. That'd be really fun to see. Yeah, Stacey, a lot of people prefer the bath products. I had a lot of people come to me saying that they don't bathe, which is not what they meant. They meant they take showers. So that's why I started making shower steamers. But um, yeah, for people who like to soak in a bath, it's so nice to have something to put in the water. That's awesome, Becky. Did you get the stuff to make the color change, the water change color? I think you have to use like lakes for that, but it makes the water really cool. The secret surprises inside. It does make it a lot of fun. We finally got a bath, but I don't typically soak in the tub, so I don't usually have enough time to do it. But the few times I have soaked in a tub, it was nice to have something in the water, like some oils or like the salts um, or bath bombs. I even like bubble bath, which is something I've considered making, but Becky, if you look up lakes, they're called lakes, lakes and dyes. Most of the soap making companies, like you can check and see. I don't know for sure, because I don't make them. I don't remember the companies. You can see if places like Nurture Soap have it. Um, I think places like Crafter's Choice would probably have it. You could try them. It's all online. You'd have to order it. Amazon might carry it, but I don't know if I would trust Amazon with that. You could try though. And trying to remember where else I've seen it. There's some bath bombs. There's some bath bomb groups I was in when I you know, used to make them more often. And a lot of times the people in there will post. You can ask them where to get lakes, and they'll tell you their favorite places. I never did it because I preferred the micas. I didn't like the water changing color as much as I liked the foamy color or the glitter and stuff like that. So that was more my thing. But so I never really looked into it. But you can get it. Yeah, Stacey, a lot of people will take a bath every night to relax before bed. I mean, it's if you have a nice tub or if you have the time, I mean, it's so nice and relaxing. It really is. So I completely understand why people enjoy soaking in the tub. If I could do it, I probably would do it more often, but I just don't have the option um, most of the time. But that's why I make the bath salts and stuff because I know people want something nice for the water. I like those pictures of the garden tubs or the larger bathtubs, and they put like candles up and just looks really relaxing. Yeah, Tanya mentioned the water soluble dyes. You can use that too. Alrighty, guys, I've got to go the clean up the whatever you call this little recording area, and I got to get some work done. But it was so great of you guys to hang out with me. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys had some fun watching me make this, and hopefully I was able to answer your questions about everything. And if you guys want, I will either be doing a video Thursday or another live stream. I haven't decided yet. We'll see. Um, and yeah, we'll see where it goes from there. And I'll just for the new year, I am just trying to decide what I prefer to do, the lives or the pre-recorded videos. So I'll let you know. And also, I want to know what you guys prefer. So As usual, leave all comments below of what you'd like to see, and I will do my best to do everything. All right, good night, everybody. Have a good evening, and see you guys soon.